Okay, this is a little different only because I believe they're pretty far out. I know I've seen it in Houston, but not as much. So a little bit in Dallas. But each city has their own main breweries. So the ones that are moving commercially are really driving the product to their local city. So for me in Austin now, Blue Owl has really kept up on over here. You know, I couldn't get as much stuff out there in Houston, but then I didn't really know what they were about. And then last time I went to like a Totem Wine or Specs, they're really picking up more and more. Craft beers are really picking up, and so even the big beer companies have been looking at it and started purchasing them, especially Anheuser-Busch Miller. People were actually just providing all their money to craft breweries, and then they got smart and be like, all right, we'll buy them out. You know, boom. Just always a rule, they have to own, the main owner that started it, or the group, I guess it can be that too, has to have 60% of the ownership in order to remain a craft brewery. So if you find out that they have less than that and they still say craft on it, does not apply. But the only problem is there's no real repercussions if they lie. Just for you as a person, if you want to learn that and know that, it helps benefit you on your journey going through that path. So I think Blue Owl's still okay. I'll find out later. If not, let me know. That's why I definitely send a video. Just write me, let me know. And then I can go look, and it narrows it down a lot faster. So, okay, Tiki Totem is the name of it. I did leave it a little warm. It's gonna be a little intense, but I will say even chilled. They have their regular yeast, they have their balanced yeast, and it's the way they want it. So it is wildly cultivated at first, and then once they get it how they want it, they keep it going, and then it becomes their constant thing. That the point of it is, if you went anywhere and got it anywhere else, you can have the same beer every time. You know, if they decide to have an area, as long as the yeast and recipe stays the same, you're getting the same product. So their whole point is, even though they're doing sours, they're about consistency. So that's just something you know. I went to one place, California. They did a lot of wild, crazy stuff, and I even posted about it. But man, there was a couple of them I was like, whew, not for me. And I had to like bite the bullet and just shoot it first, and then eat the ones and then drink the ones I like afterwards. But there was one made with like actual ocean water and stuff, and it was pretty cool. But then the yeast on top of it, wow. So you really have to like sours for that. This one, you definitely gotta enjoy some sours. But they do have a couple that are just really good. They have a Red Devil or something like that. They have a couple of them that are really not bad, very enjoyable, a lot of flavor going on before you even get to the sour point. So this is a milkshake sour IPA. So it's sour, it's an IPA, so it's gonna be hoppy, but then it's pineapple and coconut. So it's a beer pina colada. And that's why it's milkshakey. It's hazy, and I love hazies. I don't know what it is. They just, I don't know. They allow the hops to be a little bit more present but vibrant and not conflicting. When you make them very nice and clear, sometimes the hop is like, nope, I'm the only one you need to pay attention to, and I'm not always down for that. It smells like a beautiful IPA. I'm not even getting any hint of the sour yet. Definitely the pineapple coconut are just right present. They're not too light. There's a little sour right at the end, so definitely they're in there and they're doing their thing. That's crazy. So the coconut comes off sweet, and then I get the beautiful sourness, and the IPA just hits at towards the end, and then the pineapple is mixing with it, so it's fruity but sour, and then pineapple fruity sour, as the coconut just lingers the whole way. So, damn, that's crazy because the coconut makes it feel creamy and like thick, you know, like just puts a feel on your tongue. But then the actual IPA is like, it's acidic, so it just cuts through that. So coconut does have a natural fat in it. There's only like a handful of plants that have saturated fats. Palm is one of it. Palm oil is like the most ultimate fatty plant-based saturated fat in the world. It used to be on popcorn in movie theaters, which when I was growing up was the best popcorn in the world. They took it out. Now they go with coconut. Coconut's the second one. It does, so basically the atom structure or atomic structure is perfect. So when it gets to room temperature, it turns into a solid because they're able to lay on each other perfectly and just reconstitute itself into a solid. Then you warm it up, they'll start to move around and agitate, and it breaks off and they become an oil again. Most oils, unless you put them like in the fridge, they're gonna stay liquidy all year round unless it's super cold. So olive oil is like the first one it'll turn. If you want to test it out and put it in a fridge or a freezer, it'll start to turn cloudy, and it basically forces it to become almost like a solid, but it's still not quite. It still like breaks weird. You get coconut, you leave it out, and it gets to a nice room temperature, like 70, turns solid, and you have to scrape it with a spoon or something. So with that knowledge, it makes it feel buttery in coconut way, and then that acidity from the sourness just cuts right through it. It's like boom, buttery. Not now. Buttery again. Nope, not anymore. That's crazy. It's for my friend Elijah at work. He had his birthday a couple weeks before mine, so he definitely got a few gifts. He threw me this one. Got in a tall boy can, so it looks cool. And I ain't gonna lie, when I saw it before he even gave me one, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. So the milkshake just means it's a hazy, sour IPA, obviously, sour mash, definitely hoppy, but it's at the end. It's almost piney. So because of that, the concept of this, it makes it seem tropical, but it's not. The pineapple makes it feel more tropical than it is, but that's because the hop's working with it. It's like really enhancing that flavor. And the coconut, I don't even know how they got it in there, but it's a very nice addition. It kind of tones it down a little bit. All right, Blue Whale. All right, I'm gonna have to give me another one of these, yeah. Wow, just kind of like brings back all the memories of all these pina coladas I had. There's only like a few of them that were perfect, and it's because it was real coconut, not like your artificial shooken up already. They actually mixed it together, and that's basically what it is in a beer. Holy crap. Cheers to that. All right, Blue Whale, there you go. It's for you guys. I haven't touched it in a while, so my fault. Anybody that sees that and you want to know, hopefully this is a good enough descriptor where you want to try it or not. You're either going to be yay or nay. Pick one and just stick with it. If you go for it, salute.